Hi everyone, David here with Suncel, the headless CMS for Next.js. Today we are going to see how to create a very cool blog in few minutes using our Next.js blog starter. With this blog, you will be able to create pages, create categories, link pages and categories, and create a home page that lists all categories and new articles automatically. It's open source, so feel free to contribute on the repo that you will find in the comments of this video. You will see the setup is very fast. Let's start. So in order to start, I go to the GitHub repo of the Next.js blog starter, and I just copy this URL, and then I go to my Visual Studio, and I clone everything. Okay, so now what we have to do in order to run this project is to input your keys here in the .env file, and of course you have to rename it and delete example here. So where can I find my keys? So I just created a project here in app.suncel.io, and here in API you will find your two keys. Okay, so I just go here, I take the second keys, and that's good. I install everything, npm run dev, and let's go. So here on our localhost, you then have your dashboard, and here you have 0 pages, 0 asset. It's an empty project. So if you go to the localhost, you will find a 404 page, because actually you have nothing and you don't even have a home page. So what we would like to do is to create something that looks like similar to the demo of this blog starter. So let's go to the documentation. So we just inputted the two API keys, and then what we have to do, so let's create a page and we will see what we have here. Let's call it home page. And so if this is the home page, you have to check is root, because otherwise it will be /home, and your page won't be the home page, but it will be /home page. So you don't want it to be /home, and you just want this page to be at the root of the website. Okay, so here you see that we have an error, and in fact this page is looking for a header and a footer, because in this blog starter we just defined a header and a footer. And actually here you see that there is this header with a logo and with two links here, and in the footer you see that you have as well the logo, and you have a column here with company and 2 links, and another column with legal and privacy policy. So in order to manage header and footer in Suncel, you will see that you cannot edit the header and the footer in the visual editor, because this is a part of the layout you will find in any page of the blog, unless you define another layout. But here we define the header and the footer in such way that we can edit them through what we call the globals. Okay, so let's see in the globals what we can do. We will create a new global. We will name it header, and here we will choose a global type header, and then we can add a logo and we can add links, and it will create automatically those links and input this logo in the header. Okay, so we want blog and about, and we will add as well the logo. And now we will add blog and about. I save it, and I will come back later to copy this ID and put it in the code. And now I will create my footer, and here it has a global type footer. I will add my logo, and here so you can see there is a column with all this information, but I can add a new column with so here you see that in fact sorry, the social media here is these icons. So if you want to add links on them, then you can do it through this. And here are the columns. So I will add a company, a column company, and in it there is about and blog. Add a link, blog. Okay, so I will add a new column, and this column is legal, and I will add privacy policy. And a link, privacy policy. Okay, I save it. Good. So now if we go back to our page here that we just created, okay, we still have the error. Why? Because actually we need to tell Suncel that these are the globals we are using. So we have to pass this ID. So we will go to the code. And in fact, in the documentation, so here you can see that we have to replace, so it's just here. Yeah, so we have to replace this piece of code by your ID. So let's go in the code, and I just replace by my ID everything. Good. I do it as well for the footer. Okay, let's go back to the page. And that's wonderful. So we have actually here our footer and our header. So as you can see, we can, so let's create a new one. So you just add a link, and let's say it's news. You save it, you go back to the pages on your home, and then you have news here. Okay, good. So now we can play with the blocks here. So we have predefined blocks, and you can use this block to create your home page. Okay, so let's see how the other home page is done. So you have a hero section here. Save it. Then you have your categories, and then you have your latest articles. Okay, so let's go back to the documentation. So what we need to do here in order to be able to this for this template to recognize the fact that we have articles here, and this is blog articles, we have to create a folder with the name that we want. So actually here I will call it blog, and I have to pass the ID of this folder in the code. So let's go and do it. I just create a blog folder. So it can be whatever you want. The name, we don't really care about the name, but this URL, this ID, sorry, you have to replace it in the code. You have to replace this value by your ID in the code. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, so now actually our setup is complete and we have almost nothing to do and the blog is ready to run. So in order to see how it's working, we are going to create some categories and some pages. So let's start by creating a page. So let's say that a page in the category sport. So we will duplicate actually this kind of page. Okay, so here we have the author, we have a picture and some text, and I will create this page. So let's say that we have a folder here. Well, let's say we call it football. And here it's important because the tag will define your category. Okay, so here, since it's not created yet, we just call it sport without the comma, and I just create a page. And here in my page, so I can use new blocks. So let's say I want this blocks to be the first block. Okay, so here the picture is broken because we have to choose an author. Okay, so here you will find automatically the author of the this article, and actually it will, the list of the author available will be from will be taken from your project. So here actually I just have one member in the project, and if I have 2 or 3 person in here, users, you will find these people in the list. Okay, so let's call it football, and then I want to add a picture. So image block, simple image. I will add this picture. Okay, so of course the user of the block have to take care of the weight of the pictures. So it's if they can avoid to input like a 3 or 4 megabytes picture, it's better. But actually you will still have good performances thanks to Next.js image optimization. And so here, if I want to add some text, I will add a rich text here. Good, and you see that we now have our picture. Okay, so the content is done, but what I would like to do as well is to edit SEO. Why? Because you see on this page, for example, or on the home page, we will take the picture, the title, and a short description, and actually we take it from the meta, the OG meta. So we have to define it in the page. Okay, so if you click on this button, it will take the first H1 on the page. So you can leave it like this, or you can as well edit it if you want. And the page description, it will take the first paragraph. So here, the first paragraph is quite long, so you can change it as well. And here you can say same as general, so it will fill everything automatically, and then you can select a picture. And so this is the Meta OG for Facebook. You have as well Meta OG for Twitter, and you can just click on same as Facebook, and everything will be filled, and you don't have to lose time actually by typing everything and copy and paste. So you gain a lot of time by using this SEO module. Okay, and that's it. So I save the page, I publish it. Now my page is ready. Okay, and I can come back to my home page, and you see that there is my last article here, and my article I just done is here. So now what I would like to do is to create categories. I will create pages for each category. You will have one page, and on this page, each time I create, for example, an article in the category sport, I would like this article to be visible in this page category of sport. So let's see how to do that. I go to pages, and here I create a folder, let's say category, And actually, you can call this folder whatever you want. It's not the name is not important, but what is important is you will see that you have to create the page. The page name is not important as well, so you can call it sport, whatever you want. And here in content type, you have to say that it's a category page. This is very important. I create the page, and so actually we are creating this page. Sport, okay, and in this page you will find the articles we created in the category sport. Okay, so here the message is telling you that you have to select a category name, and you see that we created an article with the tag sport. Okay, so it will take automatically all the tags that are available, and you will find them here. So if I go back and let's say that I want to duplicate this page, this football page, okay, and I name it, let's say, travel in Paris. And let's say I want this to be in the category travel. I update the page. I have to publish it. So we don't really care about the content here. I just save it and publish it. Now I will go back in my category page sport, and you will see that now you have sport and travel. And actually, according to what you select here, you will find the related articles here. So let's take sport and save it. And you see that here, if you want to add related articles, go in pages, and actually this is not related article, this is category name, and save and refresh to see update on related articles. So let's refresh. Wow, it's here. Amazing. So here we can set up our category page. So we have a category hero here. Let's say this sport. We will add a picture. Okay, so we take this swimming guy. Good. And actually we can add a rich text here. And we can add this content. We don't really care about the content. Okay, I save it, I publish it. Good. So let's go to our home page. So as I told you, in order to display this information here, we have to input the meta, the OG meta, with the picture, the title, and the description, and we don't have it on this category. So that's why actually we have a broken picture and no title and no description. So let's go back to our category page, sport, and let's add in the SEO. So maybe there is no H1. And we take the picture and we are good. We publish it, we go back on page. Wonderful. Very cool. Okay, so now let's go back in the football article, and actually here on, let's say that maybe you have one article about football, and you want to link it with other article about football. So what you have to do, and we didn't do that at the when we created this article, so I will change it. I will go back to blog football, and actually I will edit the settings in order for this page to have the related article content type. Okay, so if I do that and I come back to this football page, so now in this page you can see that here you have related articles of a label, and you have this message. If you want to add related articles, just go here in page, related articles, and then I will add an article and it will be visible here. So actually I only have one article, so I will add a new one. I go to pages. Well, I have two articles, but let's say that we want to duplicate this, and let's say it's a page about Real Madrid. And let's say we have, so I will Real Madrid. Let's edit the SEO. We don't care about the description, it's just for the example. I save it, I publish it, I go back, and let's say I want another page, and I will go to football. We'll duplicate Real Madrid. I want this page to be Paris Saint-Germain. So each time you duplicate a page, it will take the same, it will keep the same content type. So here we just duplicate Real Madrid and Paris Saint-Germain from football, and so you still have the related article content type. Okay, so let's go here, and let's say Saint-Germain. Oops. I save, I publish. Okay, so now, so I can do it in this page. So let's add a related article, and here I just select the page. I go in my my blog folder, and here I have football Real Madrid. So I just select football. I add as well Real Madrid, and we are good. You have to save and publish and refresh. And here you see that you have your related articles. And actually you don't really care about this warning, because it's only displayed for people in the visual editor. So if you go in the preview tab, you will see that it's not here anymore, it disappears. So of course now, if you want to personalize this blog, you will need to create your own blocks here. So you can create your own blocks library. So if you want some example, you can check our videos on our YouTube channel, where we create some blocks and make them fully editable, and then content editors can reuse them endlessly. And so that's the first step if you want to customize your blog. So of course you can customize as well the header, the footer, so you will do that in the code. So if we go to the code here, you will find in the layout the header and the footer, so you can just edit the HTML here and the style. And so actually, so this header and footer are linked to the globals that we just saw before, and then you have as well your home page. So there is the home page here, index, and all the other pages are generated from the get static props and get static path from Next.js. And if we see the home page, so what you can see here, you have the get static props. You don't have a get static path, since this is a unique page here. And actually in this page so we want the header and the footer as well. That's why we have here our IDs of the globals for the header and the footer. And here we take as well the last articles and the category pages. So the get page function, which is the Suncel function, you have to tell in which folder you will take the pages. So here we just define the blog folder, and in this folder we will select all the pages that are in this folder. We limit to 10 pages in the home page. We just want pages that are published, of course, because we don't want draft pages. We limit to the folder depth of 10. So since you can have a folder inside another one, we just limit the depth here to 10. But actually you can change this number. And then we sort this article by the newest. And actually here, so we in the home page we just want to fetch the title, the description, and the picture. And so here that's where we restrain the information we want to fetch. And in the properties here you will have the meta OG properties, the picture, the title, and the description, and that's it. We don't want all the content of the page. We don't want to fetch all the content on the page because it can be very heavier. And then we want the path of the page. And then we do the same for category pages, and here we fetch all the category pages in order to display them automatically in the home page. And then we feed everything in those components here, categories and last articles, and it will be displayed on the home page. If you want to test it by yourself, you can create a free account on suncel.io. We will be really happy to see the result in the comments of this video, and we will be really happy to add it in the GitHub repo as well. This blog starter is an open source project, so we will be really happy if you give us a star on the GitHub repo, and you can as well make your own pull request if you have any improvements. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.